Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's Mom Gaia. I'm here again with another message, another oracle message. Today has been quite the relaxing day today, so I'm just chilling. I did some housework and some self care. So now I'm just uploading some videos, getting some messages out to you guys while I have the time. I got 1,100,000 jobs, so it's sometimes it can be hard to balance, but God is still good. Right. So we're gonna get some messages from the Thrive and Tapestry deck. This is one of my new decks. I really like it. The artwork is beautiful and the foil is amazing. So let's tap in and see what Fox Spirit and Raccoon Spirit has to say. Okay. So every time I tap into this deck, I always get a lot of vibes for the root chakra and the sacral chakra. I think the this deck here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the objective of this here deck that was created, this here Thriving Tapestry deck, it has to do with personal creativity, personal, vocational, and spiritual creativity, which obviously ties into the sacral and root chakra. So let's talk about the root chakra for a little bit. Um, the root chakra, the resonating color for the root chakra is red. Your bloodline, your blood, your vitality, your strength, your power, your fortitude, um, your get up and go type thing. And then we have our sacral chakra, which is, the resonating color is orange. It's personality, our willpower, creativity, what else? Stability too, connections, like social connections and things like that, regarding social connections and stuff regarding creativity, work, projects, things of that nature. So, we definitely want to make sure that our sacral chakra and our root chakra are balanced. And a couple things that I like to do to balance out my root chakra is, one, I'm quick to do some energy clearing with candles. Okay, absolutely. Um, some people may call it magic, some don't. I refer to it as alchemy because when you're tapped in to the all that is, God gives you the power and authority to heal yourself. That's where those phrases and ideologies of gods amongst men, or you know us being gods in this earthly realm. Yeah, in this earthly realm. And what I'm learning is that all that means is that, one, you've been called and chosen. So when you're called and chosen, you automatically are like tapped into the ethers, or tapped into the all that is. And when you're tapped into the all that is, that's just that power, or the connection that you have to heal yourself. I'm not really sure how else to explain it. So first and foremost, if you are having root chakra and sacral chakra imbalances, you can perform an alchemical healing, okay, ceremony for your own self. And I do it all the time, especially with my sacral chakra. Um, particularly when I was going through the process of cleansing myself from toxic men, toxic relationships, and toxic past actual partners. And I always get me one of those big, tall, nice, thick orange pillar candles right from the Dollar Tree, honey. Okay, and then I have my homemade mixtures that I add to the candle. I pray over it. I ask God to bless my womb, to cleanse my womb, and to keep my creative juices, my willpower, my will to live, my will to keep going, and my will to have fun, to keep it alive and well. You know, a lot of people, they are always surprised to hear that I'm pushing 40 years old and that I could be a grandmother at any day. But it's because of my prayers. You know, I ask God to keep for me to keep a youthful spirit so that my sacral energy is always innocent, fresh, and brand new. Okay. Other things that you can do to clear and balance your chakra is make sure you're drinking a lot of water. That's first and foremost. But also eating foods of those same colors. When I was little, I hated beets. I hate the way that they tasted. But now beets are my best friend. They are my best friend for my root chakra and for mental clarity and stability, and it's really, really good for your blood and giving you energy. Like beetroots, beets, juiced beets, amaze balls. Same thing with orange foods too for your sacral chakra. One of my favorite mixtures is apple, beets, and carrots with extra apples because I like the sweet. Okay, love the sweet. But I also like carrots, apple, and ginger too. Still with extra apple because I love the sweet. Okay. But there's definitely some things that you all can do to maybe I can post a link in the information part of this video so that you all can be able to, connect to quality information regarding cleansing and clearing your chakra system. Reiki is good too. Wherever you are, wherever you live, you can go and pay for a Reiki session as well. Those are typically great too. I've done that a couple times too. I do Reiki for, I've had Reiki healing sessions for to deal with childhood trauma. I should probably go explore that again too, since some of that stuff is coming up. Okay, let's see. Let's dive in and let's see what. Okay, so that was a lot. So, venture, experiment, and trace. Venture. Venture into unknown territories to ignite a sense of daring exploration. Okay. Experiment. Open new pathways by experimenting with creative expressions. Trace. Discover abundance by tracing patterns of purpose in your life. Okay, so with venture, experiment, and trace, I'm getting the feeling of you trying something new. Trying something new, diving into something new project, new relationship, new idea, whatever this may be. It's definitely something new. You may or may not have experience with situations such as this, but it may be a completely new opportunity or new experience that you may be embarking on soon. And the wisdom here is to utilize what you already know. Utilize what you already know so that at the base level you'll be able to fortify yourself. Okay, you know, like let's say if it's new love, right? Let's say if it's new love, you know, you're starting a new relationship, dating, talking on the phone, blah 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 blah. Okay, um, you've had past experiences with relationships, and let's say you start to notice that, okay, well, this person is a little quick tempered, while we're driving, a little bit of road rage. Okay, I have experience with that. I know what I like, I know what I don't like, so I am going to utilize patterns, successful patterns of the past to work through this, okay, so that I may fortify myself and do my part in fortifying this relationship, or this ain't gonna work. Okay, like you can utilize that past experience to um, determine, not all the time though, to determine if this is something that you want to fortify, if this is something that you want to move forward with. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I hope that that was a good example. I try to give like real world experiences here. Okay, so that it'll be easier to understand. Okay. Yeah, I am so tempted to do some karmic messages. And every time I think about it, it makes me laugh because I know it's going to be some drama. Child, these karmics is crazy. Hey, boo. I'm recording, so you don't have to keep that down. Sit down right there. Sit down right there. That is too funny. All right. So maybe I might do a couple karmic readings this evening, you guys. It's funny. Okay, Spirit, give me some messages with fortify, seek, inform. Yeah, so this is like feeling like, so seek, find inspiration in diverse resources to fuel your creative journey. And then form, recognize that every thread contributes to your vibrant life tapestry. So this, okay, this is starting to feel like love or relationship or some type of connection from person to person. So you have to, when it comes to this, you when it comes stop boo. When it comes to this, you have to figure out if this is something that you want to do, like if this is worth it. Because with fortify, seek, inform, like you have to, it seems like spirit is calling you to do some introspection, um as to if this is something that you want to fortify and form, if that makes sense. Okay, like is it worth fortifying and forming? Okay. Need some closing messages there. Okay. A symbol. So that gives me the energy of somebody like create a life mosaic that showcases beauty in both light and shadow. That is like somebody being fake. Like somebody is fake trying to start something or fake trying to. That's the energy that I'm getting. Like, persist. Assemble, intend, and persist. So, whatever ventures or projects or whatever it is that you have going on that you're starting, you definitely want to pull it together. Intend on being persistent and following through, and making sure you fortify, form, and see it to the end, basically. Let's get some closing messages. Okay. Closing messages. Why they keep doing that? Okay. So triumph and illuminate. So it looks like whatever it is that you're doing is going to be successful, and it's going to be successful for everybody to see. And it looks like it might inspire other people to, you know, form their own whatever it is that you're doing. Okay. Yeah. And people are going to be celebrating. They're going to be celebrating whatever it is that you're doing, their response to whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're about to do, whatever project that you're forming. People are going to celebrate you. They're going to be happy. They're going to be excited. Um, you're going to be celebrated. Her hip hip hooray. That is so funny. My spirit team is funny. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you again. I hope this resonated in one way or another, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.